There are many great British spy movies that are as exciting as James Bond. Some people even think they are better because they show the spy life more realistically. These movies make you feel like you are on the edge of your seat. Spy movies have changed over time. They show different ideas of what it means to be a man and who the bad guys are. But one thing stays the same: they are always interesting. These movies are full of interesting characters and show how hard it is to balance work and personal life. In this video, we will talk about 10 amazing British spy movies. They are not James Bond movies, but they are just as good. But before we start, remember to subscribe to the Cine Wizard and click the bell icon so you don't miss any videos. So let's get started.
I'm indeed my son.
You want to know something about the canal?
There's something between you and my husband. I know it.
And he's told you nothing.
Welcome to Panama.
Doorstep.
Downing Street already knows about this. The Prime Minister knew everything.
Distrust a terrible habit.
As he gets right under the skin of the brash, cocky, wry-humoured Harry Palmer.
At number 10 on our list is The Spy Who Came From the Cold. It's directed by John le Carre. The main character, Alec Lemas, is played by Richard Burton. He's about to retire but takes on one last mission to save his captured colleagues. The movie did really well at the box office and won many awards like the BAFTA Awards. Richard Burton's acting was praised a lot, and he even got nominated for an Academy Award. The film was shot in black and white, and people loved the cinematography by Oswald Morris. At number 9, we have The Quiller Memorandum. It's directed by Michael Anderson. The movie is based on a novel called The Berlin Memorandum by Alston Trevor. The screenplay was written by Harold Pinter, who won a Nobel Prize for his plays. George Singel stars as Quiller, the charming agent who investigates a neo-Nazi group in the 1960s. The movie also features Alec Guinness, Max von Sydow, and Santa Berger. The Quiller Memorandum got 3 nominations for the BAFTA Awards for Art Direction, Film Editing, and Screenplay. Harold Pinter was also nominated for an Edgar Award for Best Motion Pictures. Unlike many thrillers, this movie has a simple plot. People loved the atmospheric soundtrack by John Barry.
My name's October.
October. A name to match the man.
You need to relax.
At number 8, we have The Tayor of Panama. It's directed by John Boorman. The movie is based on a novel by John le Carre, who also helped write the screenplay with Andrew Davis. Geoffrey Rush stars as a tailor who used to be in jail, but is now forced into spying by a corrupt MI6 agent played by Pierce Brosnan. The movie also features Daniel Radcliffe in his debut film role, along with Jamie Lee Curtis, Brendan Gleeson, Catherine McCormack, and Harold Pinter. The Tayor of Panama was inspired by Graham Greene's novel Our Man in Havana, which is about spies in Cuba. But this movie is set after the Americans left Panama. It costs $21 million and it made $28 million at the box office, so it was a success.
I'm indeed my son.
You want to know something about the canal?
There's something between you and my husband. I know
And
it.
he's told you nothing.
Welcome to Panama.
At number 7, we have Our Man in Havana. It's a British spy comedy directed by Carol Reed. The movie is based on a novel by Graham Greene. It's a mix of funny moments and action. Alec Guinness stars as Jim Wormold, who runs a vacuum cleaner store in Cuba and becomes a British spy because he needs money. But soon, he becomes a target himself. The movie also features Burl Ives, Maureen O'Hara, Rolf Richardson, Noel Coward, and Annie Kawas. Hollywood was interested in making this movie, but it was too expensive. Finally, Carol Reed, who had made successful movies from Greene's book before, decided to do it. This was his 3rd movie with Greene, and it did really well. It was even nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Picture.
Every time Carol Reed makes a picture, everyone looks forward to something special in screen entertainment.
At number 6, we have Page 8. It's a political thriller written and directed by British dramatist David Hare. The main character, Johnny, played by Bill Nighy, is a veteran MI5 agent. When his mentor dies, he discovers an interesting case. The movie also stars Rachel Weisz, Tom Hughes, Ralph Fiennes, and Judy Davis. This movie is the first part of the Warwick trilogy. The other two parts are Turk and Caicus and Salting the Battlefield. The actors' performances were praised a lot, and they did justice to the gripping story. Page 8 was nominated for Best Miniseries or Motion Pictures Made for Television at the 2011 Satellite Awards. Bill Nighy and Rachel Weisz were also nominated for their performances. Bill got another nomination for Best Actor in a Miniseries or Television Film at the Golden Globe Awards.
Doorstep. Downing Street already knows about it. The Prime Minister knew everything.
Distrust the terrible habit.
Number 5 on our list is The Deadly Affair. It's a British spy movie directed by Sidney Lumet. The story is based on a novel by John le Carré called Call for the Dead. The main character, George Smiley, was changed to Charles Dobbs, played by James Mason. Dobbs is a spy who gets worried when a government official supposedly commits suicide. He starts investigating to find out what really happened. The soundtrack for the movie was made by Quincy Jones and was really well done. The director of photography, Freddie Young, came up with a new way to use color in the movie. He exposed the color film negative to light in a special way to create a unique look. This technique was used for the first time in the movie and gave it a distinct style. The Deadly Affair got nominated for many BAFTA awards. It was nominated for Best British Film, Best British Screenplay, Best British Cinematography, and Best British Actor for James Mason. Simone Signoret was also nominated for Best Foreign Actress.
I'm a private investigator.
Gosh, what have I done?
Trying to understand, but
Take your hands off me.
Coming in at number 4 is The Ipcress File. Directed by Sidney J. Furie, this movie stars Michael Caine as Harry Palmer, a British spy. Harry is on a mission to uncover the truth behind the kidnapping and strange appearances of top scientists. The story is based on a book by Len Deighton. Unlike the flashy James Bond movies, The Ipcress File is more toned down, but it still shares some of the crew with the James Bond films. The movie was a big hit and even won the BAFTA award for the Best British Film. In 1999, it was listed as one of the top 100 British films of the 20th century. Because of its success, there were several sequels made between 1966 and 1996. Michael Caine's performance as Harry Palmer sets him apart from James Bond. He played the role in a more subdued way, showing the darker side of espionage.
As he gets right under the skin of the brash, cocky, wry-humoured Harry Palmer.
At number 3 we have The Most Wanted Man. This movie stars Philip Seymour Hoffman in one of his final roles before he passed away. It's directed by Anton Corbijn. The story follows Gunter Bachmann, played by Hoffman, as he plans a clever scheme to capture a Muslim scholar suspected of terrorism. The movie is based on a novel by John le Carré. Alongside Philip, the film features Rachel McAdams, Willem Dafoe, Robin Wright, Grigory Dobrigin, Amaya Arshadi, Daniel Brühl, and Nina Haas. A Most Wanted Man premiered at the Sundance Film Festival in 2014. It made $36.2 million at the box office, which was more than its $15 million budget. Critics consider this movie one of the best spy thrillers in recent years. Philip's performance was praised for its subtlety and depth.
Some of it goes missing.
He's moving the money to a shipping company.
He's got a lot of friends here in Berlin.
Watch your back.
At number 2 we have The 39 Steps. Directed by the legendary Alfred Hitchcock, this movie is based on a novel by John Bergen. The story follows Richard Hannay, played by Robert Donat, who gets caught up with an intelligence agency called The 39 Steps. Hannay is wrongly accused of murder and has to go on the run to clear his name. The 39 Steps is considered a classic film and has been referenced in other works like The Catcher in the Rye. It even inspired a comedy play with the same name.
These men act quickly. There's a man in Scotland whom I must visit next, if anything is...
At the top of our list, we have The Courier, directed by Dominic Cook. This spy film tells the true story of a businessman, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, who gets recruited by the Secret Intelligence Service during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The movie also stars Rachel Brosnan, Jessie Buckley, and Angus Wright. The Courier premiered at the Sundance Film Festival under the title Iron Bark. It received a lot of praise, especially for Benedict Cumberbatch's performance. The movie blends classic espionage thriller elements with the gripping real-life story, making it engaging for audiences.
What does this do? Shoot poison darts?
Everyone you meet, assume they're KGB.
These British spy movies offer thrilling stories with captivating characters. From the classic intrigue of the 39 Steps to the gripping real-life drama of The Courier, each film brings something unique to the table. With talented actors, skilled directors and compelling plots, these movies keep audiences on the edge of their seats from start to finish. Don't forget to subscribe to the CineWizard for more videos like this. Hit the bell icon to get notified about our latest uploads. Thanks for watching.